Hey up, and welcome to the first autumnal video that we're going to do this year. And I've got a list of places I'd planned to go to, and top of the list was Snake Woodland in the Peak District. Now in our garden we've got this lovely bush that in the summer goes this lush green, and then as we come to the end of summer and start autumn, it starts to turn into these gorgeous autumn colours. And this is my indicator that says you need to get out and start to capture autumn in the landscape. Now autumn this year has been what I'll call very patchwork so far. So this video was made on the 18th of October where you'd expect autumn to be in full swing, but it's been very slow autumn, very gradual autumn, very patchwork. So some areas have gone autumnal and some areas seem to be stuck in summer. So this bush was telling me it was time to get out, but in reality we'd still got the start of autumn even at this late stage. So my plan was to return to somewhere I'd been earlier in the year, and that was Snake Woodland. And there were some images I took there that I felt would look good in autumn, got potential for some nice autumn shots. Here's one in particular that I thought with some autumn colours in would look quite nice. So that was the plan, that was plan A, to get to Snake Woodland. So I set off from home into the Peak District, and as I got deeper into the Peak District we got mist and cloud inversions, and it was, oh, what do we do now? Because this looks like a good opportunity for some really nice misty cloud inversion shots. But I've got to decide where to go, get up there, because we needed to be up so we can look down on mist and cloud inversions. The sun had come up, and I knew full well that the sun, as the sun advanced in the sky, it would burn away all this mist. So I kind of dithered a little, but decided to carry on with my original plan to get to Snake Woodland, because if we've got mist in this woodland, then yeah, we could get some nice shots there as well. So I carried on, got to Ladybower reservoir, and the Snake Pass road was closed. There was not going to be any access from this side to get to Snake Woodland. And yeah, at this point I'd not got a plan B, because I was focused on getting to that woodland. So I kind of turned down towards the Derbyshire Valley Dams, and I was going to park up and have a look at the maps of where else I could go. And I saw a photographer, and he was shooting upwards. So I pulled up a quick turn round, and I realised what he was shooting, and he was shooting this. The light was just bursting through the mist, through the silhouette of the trees, and I thought, what an amazing sight that was. Probably more of an amazing sight than what you can see on the image. So I stood there, took some shots, and I call this photography headless chicken photography, because it's unplanned. You're rushing round this way, that way, just like a chicken does really, but you're headless, if that makes sense. So took these shots, and I noticed there was some mist lying on the reservoir, but the side there was no light. So I drove back round, and I parked in the lay-by opposite the Ladybower fisheries, got my gear on, got handheld, no tripod, and I started to do a headless chicken walk around the reservoir, capturing the mist that was still there. And I don't like this type of photography, I've got to say. I like to be planned, I like to be relaxed, I like to have my tripod, I like to be kind of in control of the photography. But here the light and the mist was very much in control. So here's a look at the images I got on this headless chicken part of the video. And after the images, we'll join the video and you'll see me continue to go back to the original plan to get some autumnal looking images, and we do get some, and the one at the end I particularly do like. So let's look at what headless chicken photography can produce. So I've come to an area of woodland. I had autumn in mind. The first shot I've got here is not very autumnal, and I came through here when I made one of my previous videos, and I took a few shots, and I thought I'll come back because maybe there'll be some autumn colours, but for this part it's not turned into autumn yet, and there's quite a bit as you drive round. There's lots of areas that are not autumnal. You can be driving down a road and you've got a complete row of trees that are full on green. Turn the corner and you've got autumn on the trees. So I think because of the mild weather we've had, autumn's a very mixed bag at the minute. Anyway, I've got a scene here that I quite like. No autumn colours in it, but I like the arrangement of branches that I'm seeing, and I like the stone wall behind it. So this is the composition. So yeah, it's all about the branches, this one. So I took this one, which you can see there on the video, and then I turned into portrait mode. So I turned the camera around and I took a shot more zoomed in on the scene to get the wall more prominent in the image, and that'll be a square crop. So here's them two images now, and I'm going to make my way further along here into some woodland, and I think ahead I can see some light, so hopefully we're going to get some light in that woodland, and hopefully we'll see some more autumn colours like we did at the beginning. Okay, so I've just come into walking through Priddock Wood, and this is a fantastic little piece of woodland. Unfortunately this morning there's no light, and there's no autumn as well here, so I'm determined to get some more autumnal shots. So I'm going to walk over to Ladybower and take a quick walk round there. But here's a shot that I took last time I was here when the sun burst through the trees in very similar conditions to this morning. A little bit of mist out there. So yeah, here's that shot. but not today, not here. So now I'm slightly out of breath. Now we're going to walk down to Ladybower reservoir, where we've already been this morning, be it we didn't have as tripods, we was doing handheld stuff. So just listen to the sound of nature and the distant hum of the traffic. So let's get to Ladybower. Just love it when plan B starts to turn out better than possibly what plan A was. I say that because I keep having to, my lens keeps steaming up, and we've got this scene, we've come round Ladybower reservoir, and we've got this scene you're looking at now. And we've got a lovely reflection in the reservoir of the autumn trees behind. You can probably see there's a man fishing on the reservoir, a man fishing for a composition, and I need to quickly get everything set up to take this shot. And even with the ripples that's there, there's some beautiful reflections, and I'm gonna have to crop this. And the fisherman's in a little motorboat, and that's creating a few ripples and swirls, but it will be a crop. But that's really nice. The where the water levels dropped down and left the sort of let's call it a coastline, it's not very nice. It's just earth, layers of earth where the water levels have dropped. So we might want those to be coming out a little darker, and I think we're just going to underexpose this by one stop. So I'm on ISO 64, I'm at f11, and that's giving us 1/50th of a second. And yeah, that's nice. One stop under is pretty nice. And we've only got this shot because the sun has come round and lit those trees on the side of Bamford Moor, and we're probably looking back on Priddock Wood where we walked through. So I'm going to wait here a little and see if I can get the water a little bit stiller, a little bit more mirror-like. There is a little bit of wind coming across it now, and it has broken up, which is disappointing. But let's see. I'll show you. We'll put up the best shot. But yeah, plan B. Okay, I know this next shot is not necessarily autumnal, but it would be rude not to take this. Ashopton Bridge in glorious sunshine, and there is some autumn colours around it, and that's very nice. F11 ISO 64 1/200th of a second. And I've done that a stop underexposed, so let's just put that back to full. There's a little bit of cloud in the sky. This is going to be a crop, and I think I'm going to do a pano here as well, because there's some nice trees on the left, autumnal trees, and there's also some nice autumnal trees on the right. So that's just a straightforward shot of Ashopton Bridge and this very, very low water level. Scary. Let's just check. I don't know why I checked that it was in focus, because this camera always seems to be in focus. And then we will disconnect from the tripod, turn live view off, whoops, drop the camera, take it off timer, open the eyepiece, and probably want to be low down actually, so you might lose sight of me here. So for this pano, I need to up the ISO to 250. I'm gonna F8 and I'm gonna move further down, so you've definitely lost me. Okay, I might be back in shot now. So we'll try and get a pano without the traffic in. That pano just might be too wide a view. When I process it, I might not use all the images. So there it is. Quick pano done. I'm still looking for this elusive autumn shot, and down there in the distance I can see some really strong, colourful looking autumn trees. So that's where we're going to head for, to possibly get the last shot of the video of the day. Okay, so is this the shot? Is this the final autumnal shot I've been looking for? It's certainly in the right direction. I'm having to refine it a little because we've got some sort of weeds in the foreground and I can't legally get on land. I might try and move just further down here to see if I can get a clearer view. Okay, we have a better position now. I'm happier with the foreground bit. There still might be some weeds protruding in the bottom, but not as bad as it was before. A little bit of cloud, a little bit of fluffy cloud up there, so that's filling in the blue of the sky. But yes, I like this. I like the colours here, and I think I'm still going to go a little bit further down, so this is not the last shot I'm going to attempt, I am going to take a quick shot looking this way because there's a beautiful yellow tree there. But this one, I wonder if this will work as vertical as well. Let's just, now we've got rid of that, let's just pull out a little. I'm pulling right out to 24 mil, and we'll do a crop of this, of the wider shot. That'll definitely work as a crop. And let's go in at 70 mil. We must have been in at 70 mil. Maybe not, maybe a bit further out. One more shot there. Then let's just see. And because this flippy screen doesn't flip out vertical, it is awkward to see what's going off here. And also because I'm short, actually I think we do like that. So we're going to tap the screen and take the shot. Yeah, if anything it's going to be a square crop that. Let's just focus a bit further up there and take the shot. That's nice. There's lovely light on there. I'm going to do a handheld shot of this yellow tree behind me. Let me just show you it. I think you can see it now. Oh God, that was awkward getting the camera down from there. So let's see if we can get a clear shot of this. Turn off live view, turn off timer. It's just a shot of a yellow tree. It's nothing special. We need to change the ISO back to 250 for this shot. Even a little bit higher actually. Let's go to 400 ISO. I've focused on the yellow tree. Let's look at those shots that I've just captured here. And I promise you, we're going to go to the last shot now, the very last shot of the video. Good job, Helen's not here. She'd be wanting a cup of tea by now. There ain't no tea shops here, my dear. Oh no. Right, definitely a last shot coming up. And I think it's going to be around that corner. That corner's looking... This is just like when you're driving on the road. Every corner you come round looks better. And that's looking rather tasty over there. Right. This is the shot that is gonna end the video today, and I've never been this far down, and certainly I think if the reservoir was full you would not get this composition. So let me just talk you through this composition. And on the left there we've got the water reflecting the light, and it's forming a triangle, and the triangle is pointing us down to the valley beyond. And on the right we've got these sweeping autumnal trees, and then we've got the reflection in the water. That's beautiful. I'm going to take a shot with my phone as well and send that back to Helen. Let's send that to Helen. And that's, yeah, if the water was a little bit smoother, the reflection would be nicer. but I'm happy as it is. And I think I'm going to have to do a pano here as well, looking at it. This video has been a long one, I think, so yeah, I'm just going to stay here for a while and just appreciate this view. Never walked down here before, but I might just come again. And somebody's just walked past and had a chat, and obviously pointed out that when the water levels are a lot higher, you can get a better reflection. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.